Wait a second. Okay, this is Lars Erickson here, and today I'm gonna read you the Bible where my phone ran out of battery and cut off in the last one. This one, we got more battery this time, so let's get back to it. They said, and God said, let the water teem with living creatures, and let her birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky. So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing with which the turn the page. Water teems and that moves about in it, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase in number and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth. And there will be evening and there will be morning, the fifth day. And God said, let land produce living creatures according to their kinds of the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and all the wild animals each according to its kind. And it was so. God made the wild animals according in their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea, and the birds in the sky, and over the livestock, that all the wild animals, and all over the creatures that move along the ground. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Whoa. That hurts. Alright. Hold up. Alright. My eyes were dry. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God created them. Male and female created them. God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. And God said, I give you every seed bearing plant on the face of the earth, and every tree will be yours for food. And so all the beasts in the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, everything that has birth. What? Be down in a minute. I'm gonna have to pause this and get some food. I'm a little hungry. I haven't eaten in a while. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. And here we go. I'm gonna read a little ahead because I don't quite remember where we're at. So I'm gonna start with number 2. Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their vast array. By the seventh day God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it rested from all the work of creating that he had done. Adam and Eve. This is the account of the heavens and the earth when it were created, when the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. Now, no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no one on the earth, and there was no one to work the ground. But streams came up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. Then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his soul, into his nostrils, the breath of life. And then man became a living being. Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east, in Eden, and there was he put the man he had formed. The Lord God made all kinds of trees to grow out of the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. To the middle of the garden were the tree of life, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river watering the garden flowed from Eden, from it was separated into for headwaters. The name of the first is the fishing, and winds through the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of the land is good. Aromatic resin and onyx are also there. The name of the second river is the Jahan, in the winds to the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is Tigris. It runs along the east side of Ashur. And the fourth river of Euphrates. The Lord God took the man and put him into the garden of Eden, took it to work it and take care of it. And the Lord God commanded the man, you are free to eat from any of these trees in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you'll certainly die. The Lord God said, it is not good for the man to be home alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. Now the Lord God has formed out of the ground of all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them, and whatever the man called each living creature that was named, so the man gave them names to all the livestock and the birds in the sky and all the wild animals. If you're wondering what I'm reading, yeah, I just needed to sit down. Okay, here we go. 19. Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. And whatever the man had called each living creature, that was its name. So that the man gave names to all the living stock, and the birds in the sky, and all the wild animals. But Adam, no suitable helper was found. So Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. And while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and closed up the place of his flesh, that the Lord God made a woman from the rib. He said, taking out the man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, "This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. That is why a man leaves his father and his mother and turn united to his wife, and they become one flesh." Adam and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame. The fall. Now that the serpent was more crafty than any other wild animals the Lord God has made, he said to the woman, Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God said, say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it or you will die." "You will certainly die," the serpent said to the woman, "for God knows that when you eat from the eyes will be opened. When you eat from it, your eye, and you will be like God, knowing the good and evil." When the woman saw that fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God, and he was walking in the garden to the cool of the day, and they hid from the Lord. But God among them, the trees in the garden, with God. But Lord God but the Lord called to the man, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because of you done this, cursed are you above all livestock and all the wild animals. You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life, and I will put enmity between you and the woman." I think that's enough for right now. We got 15 minutes in. I wanted to make an hour-long video, but I want to eat right now. So, if I figure out and continue this video, let's do it later. And I'll just edit it together. But right now, I'm going to post this. And if I feel like editing it later, I'll tell you. And I'll see you guys later.